Welcome back to class. Now we're going to be doing a really fun and exciting activity called the progressive writing activity, where you will get to unleash your imagination. I'm going to be dividing into groups of 3 or 4, and before I let you go into your groups, let me explain how this activity works. Each of you will be assigned a number. For example, in group 1, I have John, your number 1, Amber, your number 2, Sam, your number 3, and Emily, your number 4. Then each of you is going to start your own story by opening up a new Google document, and make sure that link is shareable and editable by the entire class. I am going to be typing basically the first sentence of the story here in the chat, so you can all refer to this. And after that, each of you is going to continue with that story for 1 minute. After that 1 minute is up, I will be sending an announcement in the main classroom, which each of you will be able to receive in your breakout rooms. And when that minute is up, student number 1, you will copy and paste your link and share that with student number 2. And student number 2, when you get to share your link with student number 3, and so on. Student number 4, you will be sharing your link with number 1. And then you will continue with that story for another minute. And again, I will be sending you a reminder when that minute is up, and you pass your link down to the next student who will continue to type in the Google document. Once the 4 minutes is up, and for each group, you should have 4 stories. And for the groups that have 3 students, you should have 3 stories that each of you have participated in contributing a portion of the story. Then I want you to each read out your story. You should receive your own link back from the last person, and you should read out your story for the rest of your group. And hopefully you all get to have a good laugh about it. And once you're done with that, come back into the main classroom, and we can pick on a couple of volunteers who want to share their story with the entire class. So this is basically what the activity is about. And after I put you in your breakout room, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask me any questions by clicking on the Ask for Help button on the top of the screen that you see. Okay, so now before I let you go, is there any questions? Amber? That's a good point. If you don't receive the link in that minute, just type in the chat and remind the student before you that to send the link to you. Yes, I know we all, might want to write for more than 1 minute, but the fun part is that you only get 1 minute to write on the story. So it really forces you to unleash your imagination and, let that minute be however you want to spend it. Spend it well. Any other questions? Okay, great. So now I am going to break you into different groups. So once you see a prompt that pops up on your screen, it shows you which breakout room you're joining. Just click on the blue join button and you will be with the rest of your group. And once you're in that group, make sure the first thing you do is decide who is number 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I have not assigned you numbers, so you can do that on your own, except for the first group that have already been assigned a number. Oh, and one last reminder, a bonus is that in class, we talked about using the past tense, if you remember. So if you write your story in the past tense, that's a bonus. Yes, and remember that we talked about characters, settings, and plots. So remember to use these things in your story to make it come alive, right? Okay, so now you should all be in your breakout rooms. And what I am going to be doing is I am going to be rotating to visit each breakout room and see how it is going in your group. Any questions you have in the meantime. Have fun. So now I am going to breakout room number 1. Okay, I see Sam, you have a question. How to make the link shareable with everyone? That's a great question. So on your Google Doc, on the top right corner, do you see a blue square that says share? Yes, you do. Great. So you can click on this share button and make sure that it's selected anyone with the link has access and can edit on this document. So the next person in your group is able to see what you have written in the story and then continue with that story. Yes, good job. Any other questions from this group? You're all set? Great, I'm going to check out the next group. Okay, breakout room number 2. Oh, I see Amanda, you have already shared your link. Great, let's see how your story is. Or maybe I'll leave that for later. Looks like you guys are doing well. I'm going to check out the next breakout room. Okay, breakout room number 3. Nick, you couldn't think of anything for this minute? That's okay. How did you think of the link that you just got? The first part that it looks like Louisa wrote in that one. How did you think? Do you think you can continue on her story if you feel like it's challenging for you to start your own? Okay, you can give that a try. Okay, sounds like a good idea. But let me know if you need any additional help. Okay, I'm going to end class here.